Hello children, welcome to NEET World. This is Narayani, I am your foundation biology educator. In previous class, we discussed about the plant tissues. How many types of plant tissues are there children? There are two types of plant tissues. One is meristematic tissue, another one is permanent tissue. When the meristematic tissue lose ability to divide, then they are going to form a permanent tissues, right? So, is meristematic tissues have any specialized functions? No, they don't have any specialized functions. They are always involved in the continuous division of cells, right? So, let us see all once skim through the yesterday's class and we will go to the today's class. So, before I am going to start the session children, so I would like to announce very important news for you. So, here we are discussing the 9th CBSE tissues chapter children. So, almost we completed the one of the part of it. So, let us see. So, here are important news children. We are conducting the foundation summer camp children. So, the batches are already going on and it is a span of 15 days children. The first 10 days are absolutely free. There is no need to pay at least 1 rupee in the first 1 week classes. And the first 10 days we are going to cover the very core concepts which are related to the examinations of NEET and JEE examinations. And after 10 days, the 2 days we are focusing on the activity based learning. So, in activity based learning, you can know why it is happening, where it is happening and all that you can know about everything in detail doing. So, after 12 days, the 13th day, we are conducting the quiz children. So, you can analyze your performance in the quiz. So, you boost up your performance and you can analyze your performance before and after, how much you improved and all that. So, in the 14th day, we are going to conduct the cumulative assessment of all subjects we are dealing with. So, we are mainly focusing on the subjects of physics, chemistry, biology and mathematics. We are, the basics which are required for the examinations of the, if you are upcoming of 6th, what are the basic concepts you have to learn about in these physics, chemistry, biology and mathematics, we are going to explain very clear way, right children. So, and those subjects test will be conducted on the 14th day. And coming to the 15th day children, we are providing the very important course, that is nothing but one-on-one interaction career guidance program. If you have a dream, you don't know how to achieve it, so you don't know what kind of paths are there and you don't know what different kinds of exams are there. So, we will give you the all information about your focusing of your interested subject and dream goal to achieve what type of different kinds of exams are there, and we will we will give you all the information about what you require children. So, here is the 15th day is very important. We are providing the career guidance program. This is how we plan 15 days of summer camp course children. So, it is very useful to you. The mostly first 1 week class are absolutely free. There is no need to pay at least 1 rupee in the span of 15 days. It is very useful for you children and is both offline also and online also. For offline people, you can happily come to your institute name called NEET World present in Narayani Ma'am, Hyderabad. Those who want to join through online children, you can happily come to your institute name, you can contact with our, the down scrolling number is there children, please contact with them, with that number. Then we will give you access in our app name called MedWorld. So, you can there access our classes children. It is very useful for you. It is most important children because they recently NEET 2025 paper also, they directly asked from the foundation question. So, you can check it. I have already done the one short video for it. So, let us go through that. So, if you want to contact with us, please contact with these numbers children. Otherwise, the down scrolling number is there, no, you can contact with that numbers. Okay children. So, this is how we plan the foundation summer camp for the upcoming of 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. Especially for it is the CBSE and SSC students children. It is very useful for you. Kindly go through it children, and here see, join our telegram group children by scanning this QR code, and you can get daily quizzes of our live classes, schedules and daily quizzes of subjects of biology, chemistry, physics and mathematics. So, you can directly contact with us. So, we will give you info whatever you subjects you have doubt, we cleared out in the telegram session children. So, we will post the live class schedules, free resources and whatever you have doubt, you can directly contact with us by the telegram channel. We will contact with you and we will solve all your doubts children. It is very useful for you. By scanning this QR code, you can you can go through our channel. So, it is NEET World channel. So, it is the telegram group is very useful for you. Please kindly go through it. Okay. So, let us dive into the today's session children. Okay. Till now what we learned, children? I given for you the homework also. I given some of the questions to solve, right? So end of the class we will see that. Okay. So let's see. Let's fast skim the yesterday's class. Okay. So plant tissues are of how many types, children? There are of two types. One is meristematic tissue and another one is permanent tissue. Meristematic tissues are mainly based on the location. They are categorized into three types: apical meristem, intercalary meristem and lateral meristem. Apical meristem is present in the root tips and also shoot tips, right? Intercalary meristem is present at the nodal regions, the origin of leaves, right? The origin of leaves, petioles, lamina, for those areas the intercalary meristem will be there, right? So, for especially in the monocots of grasses, the regeneration is happening through the intercalary meristem. And coming to the lateral meristem, it helps in the horizontal growth. Growth of the plant is increased due to the lateral meristem, right? Growth thing increased due to the growth of lateral meristem. So, meristematic tissue or meristematic cells, they are actively dividing cells. They are actively dividing cells. They have the vacuoles, children. They don't have the vacuoles. So there is no need to point of storage here, right? There is no need to point of storage. So that what is the requirement of the vacuole there? So what is the function of the vacuole? Vacuole function is the storage, right? Here is the why they are actively dividing cells. They are participating in the active division. For active division, what they required? They have required prominent nucleus required. They required prominent nucleus and also dense cytoplasm, right? And requires a dense cytoplasm. So of course they have the prominent nucleus is there and dense cytoplasm. So for the active division they required prominent nucleus and also dense cytoplasm. For the cell division these two are required because they are actively dividing cells, right? The primary growth of the plant is due to the meristematic tissue. Primary growth of the plant is due to meristematic tissue. If you have a group of students are there, so all are learning the subject. Is all are become doctors after the some period of time? No. So after the based on their interest, some becomes doctors, some becomes teachers, some become civil servants. Wherever they have interest, they will achieve those goals, right? So although you are in the same class of my class, you are learning the biology subject or else physics or else chemistry or else mathematics. You are not like that. You are all become one of only one profession. No, you'll get different professions, right? So that are the permanent rules of your lives, right? So here also these meristematic cells, when they lose ability to divide, so what is the function of the meristematic tissue? Actively dividing cells. There continuously division is happening. When these cells are they lost ability to divide, then they become the permanent tissues. So they have the permanent roles. They get the permanent roles, which means children, they get permanent roles means they get specific function. They will get specific function, right? So they get specific function. So they are specialized cells, children. So meristematic tissues is not specialized cells because they are unspecialized. They don't have any specific role. That is why they are unspecialized cells. They are unspecialized cells. So these are having the permanent roles and specific functions. These are specialized cells. These are specialized cells. All you clear, children? So they are unspecialized because they don't have any specific function. That is why we are calling them as unspecialized cells. These are specialized cells because they are having the permanent roles. They have this specific function is there, right? So that is why where is the origin of the permanent tissues occur? By the meristematic tissue only. That is why the plant growth, the primary plant growth is required the meristematic tissue. The primary plant growth is happen due to the actively dividing cells, nothing but meristematic tissue. After that, when they lose these cells ability to divide, then the secondary growth is happening due to the permanent tissue. So when these cells ability to divide, then they become the permanent tissue, right? So okay. So now we discussed 1 minute. Okay. So you see here, children, So we discussed about the permanent tissues also, and in that there are how many types, children? There are two types. There are simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue, right? So these simple permanent tissues are made up of only one kind of cells, right? There are only one kind of cells. They formed only one kind of cells. Only one kind of cells. These are formed, complex permanent tissues are formed different kinds of cells, right? Different kinds of cells. Although they are formed different kinds of cells, they come to coordinate together to form the only common function. They coordinate together to form common function, right? So we discussed the parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Let's fastly recall this about this, children. So simple permanent tissues are of three types. One is parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So parenchyma mainly involves in the storage, right? Parenchyma involves in storage and also healing. Storage and also healing. The regeneration, it is most abundant tissue, present in the soft parts of the plant, right? So collenchyma improves the flexibility in the tendrils, and the elastic nature of the plant is due to this collenchyma, because the collen means glue and chyma means tissue. So the flexibility is due to this collenchyma, right? Next, coming to the sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma is a hard tissue. Scleren means hard, chyma means tissue. So it is a hard tissue. This hard tissue only, the plants are tolerating the mechanical, because of if the heavy wind came. So the plants are not falling because of this sclerenchyma. There are of two types. There are fibers and sclerens, right? So we discussed very clearly, children. So is the meristematic tissues having the intercellular spaces? No, there is no intercellular spaces present in the meristematic tissue, right? So here is the collenchyma having the intracellular spaces, children? So in this collenchyma also doesn't have the intracellular spaces are not there. But parenchyma having the intracellular spaces. What are intracellular spaces, children? So these are the cells. See here, there is a gap in between. So these are intercellular spaces. By the exchange of gases and the minerals, these spaces are performs a function. So here these intercellular spaces performs the by the exchange of gases, these intercellular spaces are present. So here the parenchyma having the intracellular spaces, and this is the collenchyma having the intracellular spaces. No, they are not, they don't have any intracellular spaces. So sclerenchyma has present in the pair of the grit and the brittle hard coats of the seeds, and nuts, the shells of the nuts having the hard coat because of this sclerenchyma. It gives the mechanical strength to the plant, right? So this is what we discussed. So we have to dive into the topic of complex permanent tissues. So today in this session we are going to discussing about this complex permanent tissue. Before that, so we have to based on the location, what are the, I used to say to you people to make a table, right? So by the table you can make easily, or you can gather the information. If you just skim through before the examination, it will be very useful for you, right? So let's firstly see these three are what are the locations, what type of the cell wall is there made up of, and all that. Then we will dive into this complex permanent tissues, right? So let's see here, children. So by the end of the class, we will solve our questions, children. Yes. So parenchyma is divided in, the further classified into two types. What are the, children? There is parenchyma and also sclerenchyma and also idioblast. Right, children? What is parenchyma? They are bouncy in condition. The hydrophytes float on the water. They create the air spaces. Right? So there is because of the parenchyma, because they have providing the spaces, right? See here, see children, parenchyma contains air spaces, provides bouncy condition to the aquatic plants. That is why they are floating on the water, because of this parenchyma. Is sclerenchyma? If the parenchyma tissue having the chloroplast in it, that tissue we call it as a mesophyll tissue, right? So there is the expressing of photosynthesis photosynthesis occurs, right children? And so Sclerenchyma is different and Collenchyma is different children. So Parenchyma is further, we can say that they are having the special types called Parenchyma and also Sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma having the tissue of, the Sclerenchyma having the chloroplast, that tissue we called as mesophyll tissue. It helps in the, the photosynthesis occurs, right? So in the Sclerenchyma, so it is a Parenchyma. So coming here, do you see here? So see, this is how these Parenchyma cells are arranged. That is where the condition of bouncy condition happening in the plant, in the hydrophytes, is due to this arrangement of the cells, right? So this is Sclerenchyma. So the Parenchyma tissues having the chloroplast inside of it. This tissue we call it as the mesophyll tissue. So here the same. See children. So here is the Collenchyma. Is Sclerenchyma also having the chloroplast? It is also helps in the photosynthesis, in making of sugar and all that. So Collenchyma is different, Sclerenchyma is different, right? So Parenchyma is further classified into the Parenchyma and also Sclerenchyma. And Collenchyma having the glue, because it is helps in the tensile strength, right children? And this is also having the chloroplast, and it helps in the formation of, photosynthesis, making of sugar, starch, like that, right? So are you clear children? If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. I will explain you in a very clear way, right? So it provides the tensile strength for the climbers of the plants is due to the this Collenchyma, right? So coming to the next one, Sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma is made up of dead cells, and it always they have thick walls. They have two types. They have fibers and also sclerids. Fibers are interconnected. They are the strong, right? So here the sclerids are wider than the fibers, right? Fibers are mostly narrow in structures. See, sclerids are the wider in structures. They have the pits. So see, they are lignified walls. The dead cells are thick walls containing of lignification, because the walls are having the lignin in it. That is why they are strong in nature, and that is why they provide the mechanical strength to the plant. If the heavier wind, the transportation of if the heavier wind comes, or else by the environment conditions, the plant is the plant is sustaining because of this Sclerenchyma only, right? So they mostly found in the seed coats and also coconut husk, and the brittles of seeds and the shells of nuts is all due to this Sclerenchyma, right? So let's see children. Let's see children. So where is the Parenchyma found? So they may found in what we say Parenchyma is abundant in the plant tissue, right? So in the plant tissue, the abundant tissue is Parenchyma, right? It is mostly found in every soft parts of the plant. So it is present in every soft part of the plant. Coming to the Collenchyma, found in petioles, right? Flexibility areas. It gives the tensile strength. Leaves and also young stems. In young stems, when you walk into the park or else in the side of the road, what you will do if they are having the hanging of the leaves, we will pluck it, right? So there again they bounce back like this, right? Because of the flexibility. It is because of this Collenchyma only. Coming to the Sclerenchyma, it is found in the mature parts of the plant. It is found in the mature parts of the plant, and it provides the strength, right children? It is a dead tissue, right? It is made up of, it is mostly leads to the formation of bark, right? So these are unspecialized cells. These are present in the soft parts of the leaves, and the mainly its function is storage. So they will store resins, tannins. They will store it, for storage. The liquid substance like in open euphorbia. So the liquid substance like a jelly-like structure present in it. It is because of this Parenchyma only. And it is mainly involved in the healing purpose children, and the healing purpose, and also it is a living tissue. As it is a Parenchyma is a living tissue, it helps in the regeneration, healing, right? So in that it is involved. These Parenchyma is not the specialized cells, they are unspecialized cells only. Coming to the Collenchyma, specialized cells, because it is participates in the tensile strength and veins of the leaves. It is due to this Collenchyma only. Coming to the Sclerenchyma, these are also specialized cells, because they are the walls are made up of lignin, and also they are interlocked, and they are almost they are there is no deposition of water is there in the special, Sclerenchyma. We cannot see the water deposition. They are water resistant. So the husk of the coconut, when we see the, the husk of the coconut is nothing but they are water resistant, children. They are, they are water resistant. If they have any water content, there are many moisture content. No, the husk of the coconut does not contain any, water. So they are water resistant. So, and these Sclerenchyma are mainly devoid of protoplasm. So they don't have any protoplasm, right? So usually polyhedral. So their mainly is in the shape of polyhedral in shape, and these Collenchyma cells are elongated, right? And these are two types. What are the children? Fibers and sclerids. Fibers and sclerids. So what is the location throughout the plant? So we have what I said, parenchyma is abundant in the plant tissue, abundant in the plant, which means they are present in the all of the parts of the plant, right? They are mainly present in the beneath the epidermis. So Collenchyma mainly present in the epidermis, beneath the epidermis. So epidermis is the productive layer of the plant, children. So epidermis, cork are we are considering as another group, right? They are protective layers. So after the epidermis, this Collenchyma is present, right? So the Sclerenchyma throughout the plant, especially in the vascular tissues. What are vascular tissues? So they are nothing but the complex tissues, children. Complex permanent tissues are nothing but the vascular tissues. We will study in this chapter, in this session. Don't worry, you can know about it. So epidermis and cortex are the protective tissues, children. Protective tissues of the plant are epidermis and cork. So beneath the epidermis, what is present, children? Collenchyma is present. Beneath the in the Sclerenchyma present throughout the plant, especially in the vascular tissues, right? And cortex. It is mainly present in leaves, stems and fruits. As it is abundant and is present in the soft parts of the plant, they are mainly in the leaves, stems and fruits, right? So Collenchyma is present in stems, leaves, petioles and lamina of the leaves, tendrils, the tensile strands, the flexibility areas. The Collenchyma will be present, right? The Sclerenchyma is present in stem around vascular bundles and seed coats. The hard seed coats, brittles of pear fruit, the grit of the pear and the shells of the nuts are made up of Sclerenchyma only, right? So this is how we have to make out the table, children. When you are make out this like this table, you can know about the if you skim once also, it is required. So it is sufficient for you. You will know about what is the location, they are specialized or unspecialized, where are what is the shape of the cells and all that. So here the cell wall is made up of. For the parenchyma, children, the cell wall is made up of cellulose. The cell wall is made up of cellulose. Okay. Coming to its cell wall, children, for the parenchyma, the cell wall is made up of cellulose. Here the Collenchyma along with the cellulose, pectosis also will be there. Along with the cellulose, pectin is also there. So as we say, Sclerenchyma having the lignin, right, children? So this cell wall of the parenchyma is made up of cellulose, and here the Collenchyma is made up with cellulose and pectin also will be there. And here the Sclerenchyma along with the cellulose will be there, but it is not as much content of the lignin. So this it is lignified. So that is why they are water resistant. So that is why they are hard, right, children? So coming to the next. So they are unspecialized cells, we know about it. So they are Collenchyma is specialized cells, Sclerenchyma is specialized cells, right? So let's see, children. So we these are polyhedral shape, of course. These are elongated, and there are two types, Sclerenchyma of two types. There are one are fibers and also sclerids. Fibers and also sclerids. See here, mainly their function is storage of food. Mainly the function is storage of food, healing of plant, regeneration of the plants are due to the parenchyma, because the parenchyma is a living tissue, children, and a gaseous exchange occurs because they are having many intracellular spaces, right? There have between cells there is a space is there. We call it as intercellular spaces, right? So here because parenchyma further is classified into two types, Parenchyma and also Sclerenchyma. So Parenchyma, what is the condition? The air spaces are present, right? The cells arrangements are like the air spaces are present. That is why the buoyancy condition occurs to the hydrophytes, right? These are the major functions of the parenchyma. Coming to the collenchyma, it provides a flexibility, right? It providing mechanical strength, support to the plant, and also resistant in bending of the leaves, branches, right? And stretching by the wind are the major functions. By the sometimes the heavier wind also plants, plants are having, because of the tensile strength only, they are not losing their branches, leaves and all that, right? So coming to the sclerenchyma, it provides the hard stiff, because the plant is hard stiff because of this sclerenchyma. Because it helps in the support, protection and also transportation of water, and it's mainly the sclerenchyma is dead tissue, and it involves in the major function of the transportation of nutrients are the major function of this sclerenchyma. I hope you are all clear about this, children, about the parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Please let me know. I will, I will discuss. I will clarify your doubts. Right? So this is about the complex permanent tissues of two types: simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. So simple permanent tissues of three types, they are parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. So we know about the, by the table format also you get to know about it, right children? So here now complex permanent tissues. So is the complex permanent tissues are made up of only one kind of cells, children? No, they are made up of different kinds of cells, right? So okay, although they are composed of different kinds of cells, but they are coordinated together to perform a common function, right? So consider, children, so let's see like a story. So I will tell you the amazing story, children, for you. So see here. So what I said to you, children, so complex permanent tissues are of two types. One is xylem and also phloem, right? 1 minute, let me show you that. Okay, see this. So so complex permanent tissues are of two types. One is xylem and also phloem. What is the work they will do, right? So what is the function? Work or function is nothing same, right? So what is the function of the xylem and what is the function of the phloem? So here we can see that there are 4 types of the xylem, and here the phloem having the 4 types of phloem, right? So here the xylem having the tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers, right children? So here the phloem having the sieve tube elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers, right children? So these are what is the function. Let me know how many types of complex permanent tissues are there, children? There are 2 types, right? In first, plant tissues are of 2 types. One is meristematic tissue, another one is permanent tissue. Meristematic tissues are of 3 types: apical, intercalary and lateral, right? So coming to the permanent tissues, there are of 2 types. One is simple permanent tissue, next one is complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissues are of 3 types, right? So complex permanent tissues are of 2 types. What are they? One is xylem, another one is phloem. They further classified into 4 types. Xylem is classified into 4 types and also phloem is classified into 4 types, right children? So here the xylem classified into 4 types. First we will look into this xylem, right children? Then we will study about the phloem. So what is the function? What is the basic function of this xylem and phloem, right? So here see, xylem transports water and also inorganic solutes and minerals. What are the inorganic solutes, children? Nothing but they are the minerals, right? Metal ions. When we are studying the crop production and management, what I said, the plants are taking the nitrogen because the staple foods like rice and wheat require the nitrogen, right? So they, what are they? They are minerals, right? They are taking from the roots. So which tissue is transporting? Nothing but xylem, right? So here the xylem transports water and also inorganic solutes. So it is involved in the transportation of water mainly. So it is helps in the conduction of water, right? Here the phloem. Phloem transports food. Right? So where is the kitchen of the plant? So which part of the kitchen of the plant we can say? The leaves, we can say the kitchen of the plant. Why we will say kitchen of the plant? Because in the leaves only the preparation of food will happen, because the photosynthesis happen in the leaves only, because the chloroplast mainly present in the leaves, right. So, in the preparation of food happen in the leaves, which means the food only kept inside the leaves only? No, it transport throughout the body, right. Who are transporting? Which tissue is transporting? That is nothing but phloem is transporting, right. So, the xylem, see, xylem is if the you will pour the water in the upside of the plant? No, always you pour the water in the ground, because the roots absorb the water. So, which tissue is transporting water throughout the parts of the plant? So, it should be transport all the parts of the plant, right. So, which tissue is transporting? Nothing but xylem. Okay. So, these two we call it as the vascular tissues, right children. So, the conduction of water, minerals, and they are when these two have the different functions. So, this coordinated together to perform the one is transporting in water, and for the preparation of the photosynthesis also required water, and the food which prepared in the leaves also should be transported all parts of the body, all parts of the plant body, because the food which made in the leaves which should be transported to all parts of the body, right, because what is the photosynthesis prepare children? Sugar and starch. So, it should be transported all parts of the plant, right. I hope you all clear children. So, here the complex permanent tissues are of two types, one is xylem and another one is phloem. Xylem helps in the transportation of water and inorganic solutes, and the phloem transports food. First look into the topic of the xylem. So, to remember easily for you children, I will tell you the very small story. Then you will know about very in clear way children. Let us see. So, consider plant is a busy city, okay, it is a busy city. So, when you have hurry worry, so what you will do children, if you want to go for a trip, it is a sudden trip, what you will do? You do not have any food, okay, so you have to order. What you will do? You fastly order the things what you want, right. So, consider is a plant is a very busy city. So, consider plant is a city. So, for this plant, if you are hurry worry, someone is you ordered for food, so they deliver to you, right. So, you are the main person, you are the customer there, you are the customer, right. So, the delivery boy is giving you the food, right, delivering the food, right. Here also if you consider the plant as a busy city, so it is a headquarters, think it is a headquarters, it is a headquarters, right. So, here the water department should transport the water to the headquarters, and also food department also have to submit the food to this headquarters, right children. So, see, imagine plant is a busy city and it is a two types of workers. What are they? One is water department, another one is food department. So, plants also feel thirsty, right. So, they require the transportation of minerals and everything happens. Whatever in the soil, either the inorganic solutes or water and any minerals, that all absorbed through roots only, right children. So, here the water you poured, right, that should be transported by the xylem. So, the water through the water, the inorganic solutes or whatever it may be in the soil, it will be transported through roots only with the help of water. So, which tissue help in transporting the water to all parts of the plant parts? Nothing but xylem tissue, nothing but xylem, right, nothing but xylem. See here, the preparation of food, the kitchen of the plant part is leaves, right. Here the preparation of food happens to the preparation of food happened in the leaves. So, that food it should be delivered to the all parts of the plant parts, right. Which tissue is helping? Is nothing but phloem. Phloem is helping. Here is the phloem tissue will come and transport the food which is prepared in the leaves, right. So, are you get the point, my point children? So, here the xylem is a tissue which transports the water from the roots to the all parts of the plant, right. Here is the phloem is the tissue which whatever the food prepared in the leaves of the plant, it is distributing to all parts of the plant, right children. So, are you get my point? So, let us see here here the plant is asking where is my water, right? Here the which tissues will come? So by the help of which tissue will the all water transport to all parts of the body? By the xylem tissues. So here we can see the xylem tissues, right? So here the kitchen of the plant is leaves, right? Because the photosynthesis happens in the leaves. So here the food is prepared in the leaves. So where to go? Who will come to transport the food, the prepared food to all parts of the which tissue will distribute parts food to all parts of the plant? Nothing but phloem. See here the phloem ants are coming to deliver the food to all parts of the plant. Here see the xylem pipes, because it's the water, right? So for water mainly what we'll do? Pipes, right? So here these are the xylem pipes and these are the delivery vans of phloem. So these are the food transporters. Phloem is a food transporter and xylem is a water transporter. It's very quite easy, right? So let's see. Here are the plant tissues. When it is thirsty, the xylem comes to the picture, and when the phloem is, when the food is ready, then the phloem comes to the picture and distributes all the parts of the plant body, right? So are you clear, children? So let's see here. So see here, children. So what I said, xylem mainly involves in the water, right? So xylem having the pipes. So in the picture also what you see, children? There are pipes are there. So because it conducting the water and inorganic solutes. So whatever the minerals, ions, metal ions are present in the soil, it will be transported through the xylem tissue by the pipes, right? So here the xylem is of how many types, children? There are 4 types: tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers, right? So tracheids are the pipes only and vessels are also pipes, but they are wider pipes. So they are bigger pipes. See, these tracheids are the smaller pipes, think like that, and the advanced ones of the tracheids are vessels. Vessels are bigger pipes, right? And here the xylem parenchyma. What I said, parenchyma is a living tissue, right? Parenchyma is a living tissue, right, children? Parenchyma is a living tissue. So here the tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers, these are all dead tissues. These are all dead tissues. Only which tissue is, if they ask the question like this, children, among the xylem, types, which is the, dead tissue, which is the living tissue? Nothing but xylem parenchyma. Nothing but xylem parenchyma. Xylem parenchyma helps in the, so what we know that parenchyma helps in the storage, right? Here the storage is happening by the xylem parenchyma. It helps in the regeneration when the vascular tissues are damaged. So here the comes in the picture of xylem parenchyma, right? So in the because the parenchyma helps in the, what is the function of the parenchyma? It's storage, healing and regeneration, right? When it is the damaging of the xylem, right? So here the xylem parenchyma comes to the picture and it deals with that, and again it set it back, right? Here the xylem fibers also, they are also dead tissue. What is the work of the xylem fibers? Here the xylem fibers which we are heard in the Sclerenchyma, right? So in the Sclerenchyma, how many types are there, children? So there are 2 types, fibers and sclerids, right? So they provides the fibers are involved in the Sclerenchyma, right? So Sclerenchyma involves in the mechanical strength, right? Here is the xylem fibers involves in the strength for the support of the plant, right? For the support of the plant, xylem fibers came to the picture, right? Almost I think all of you clear, children. Here are the 4 types. So tracheids are the smaller pipes and vessels are the bigger pipes, right? So for the transportation of water and mineral nutrients from the metal ions from the soil is transported by the tracheids and vessels. Xylem parenchyma mainly involves in the living tissue. It is a living tissue involves in the wounding, healing and regeneration of the plant parts. Here the xylem fibers are also the, they are dead tissue. They involves in the mechanical strength of the plant. Okay, I hope you all are clear, children. So let's look into the xylem. So see here. So 1 minute, children. So let's see. But let's analyze this table, children. So easy. I just want to, once you learn this class, you will not, you will set it S for this what is the function of xylem and phloem, everything should be clear for you. So here the what we learned, xylem, complex permanent tissues are of two types, one is xylem, another one is phloem. So what is the function of the xylem, children? It is a water conduction, transportation, right, to the from the roots to the all parts of the plant. And here the phloem is the food transporter, right. So here the for the xylem came into the pictures of pipes for the water, what we use mostly, children, in the home also. When you want to water to the plants, what you will keep to the pipe, you will attach the long tube, right. So here the xylem are the tubes. And coming to the phloem, the preparation of the food happens in the plant body at the leaves, right, children. The preparation of the food happens in the leaves. So we also call kitchen of the plant is leaves, right. So because the leaves are prepared the food, right. So here the food transport, when whatever the food prepared in the leaves, it should be transported all parts of the plant body, right. So it should be transported by the tissue named phloem, right, children. So here the direction, always the direction is upward for the xylem. Why upward? Because see, you will pour the water to the ground of the soil, right. So from the ground, the water absorbed by the roots and transport to the upward of the all parts of the plant, right. So always it is a upward direction, because the water transport, if you pour into the leaves the water, the leaves and branches will absorb the water, no, right. So whatever the water which present in the ground, it is absorbed by the roots and it transport to the all parts of the plant, right, children. So it is upward direction. Coming to the phloem, children, it's upward and down. Why they are bidirectional? What is meant by bidirectional, children? They are the phloem tissue transporting the food to upward also, downward also, because the roots also required food, right. So roots also by penetrating to the soil, they also required food. When the roots are stable, the plant will be stable, right. So because the roots holds the soil like this, right. And also every day you pour to the water to the plants, no, right. Somewhat you will pour the water, but mainly the big plants, what they will say, children, so they are perforated, they are perforated into the soil, right. So they are perforated into the soil and they absorb water there. So for that, the need of growth of soil also, root also will be there. For that, phloem tissue comes to the picture. Phloem transports food to all parts of the plant and also roots of the plant also. That is why it is a up and down bidirectional, right. So coming to the xylem, children. So first we learn about the xylem. So it is a water conduction, it is mostly upward direction and mostly dead tissue. Why we call dead tissue? Because they are having the xylem having the four types, four components. What are they, children? Tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers, right. So here the tracheids and also vessels and also fibers are dead tissues. That is why they are mostly almost dead tissues, because they are dead tissues, right. So xylem parenchyma is a living tissue. We all know that the parenchyma is a living tissue, right, children. I hope you all clear about this, right. So xylem parenchyma involves in the healing, regeneration parts of the plant. Whenever the residue of the vascular tissue, when they are damaged, the xylem parenchyma comes to the picture. So here the tracheids, vessels, fibers are dead tissues. So tracheids are the pipes, and what are the vessels? Vessels are also pipes. They are wider pipes than the tracheids. Okay. So let's see in the next session, children, all about the tracheids, what types of the xylem components, right. So I hope you all clear about this today's session. Let's see in the next session, children. Then we will discuss about the phloem also. I hope all of you clear about this today's session, children. So I given homework now, children. Let's see the answers of the questions. 1 minute. Yeah. So we discussed this, right? Okay. Let's see, children. Here I given you the homework, no? which of the following tissues is formed by meristematic tissue? They are asking which of the tissues are formed by meristematic tissue. They are asking it xylem, phloem, epidermis and all the above. See children, for the primary plant growth, meristematic tissue is very required. So for the roots, because they are present in the apical parts of the roots and also shoots. Firstly, when the seed is in the ground, so the growth happens, the root or also may the rays of the stem or the shoot is because of the meristematic tissue only. After the meristematic tissue only, it is going to, when these cells are lose ability to divide, then the permanent tissues will happen. Then they get the specific roles, specific functions, right? So then only we know that permanent tissues are of two types. What are they? Simple permanent tissues and also complex permanent tissues, right children? So they are also further divided into three types simple permanent tissues. What are they? Parenchyma, Collenchyma, Sclerenchyma. And complex tissues are of two types. There are xylem and also phloem, right? So without this meristematic tissue, how these all tissues will be there? No, right? So these all tissues will not be there, because the primary growth of the plant is happening due to this meristematic tissue, right? So they are asking which of the following tissue is formed by the meristematic tissue, which means if without meristematic tissue there is no xylem, there is no phloem, because they are come under the group of permanent tissues. Without meristematic tissue, how the picture of permanent tissues will come? No, right? So here the epidermis or everything is come because of the permanent tissues only. That is why the answer is all the above, because without meristematic tissue there is no permanent tissues, right children? So coming to the 9th question, see here, the function of the intercalary meristem. What is the function of intercalary meristem, children? So here they are asking increasing the growth of the plant. Increase the growth of the plant. Which meristematic tissue, children? Lateral meristematic tissue. Lateral meristematic tissue. The growth, the horizontal, the widening of the plant is due to the lateral meristematic tissue, right? So here the healing of wounds, increasing the height of the plants like grasses and transport of food and water. It is mainly specific of xylem and phloem. They are asking about the intercalary meristem. Here it is the permanent meristem, right children? These are the totally wrong. Why? Because see, they are asking transport of food and water. It directly come under the group of permanent tissues. So we can eliminate this D option. So here they are asking growth of the plant. It is also we can directly eliminate of the question, by the options, because growth of the plant is the responsible meristematic tissue is lateral meristematic tissue, right? Healing of wounds, increasing the height of the grasses like plants. So here is the answer is C, because the plants that mainly grasses, the regeneration, when the herbivores, the plant eaters graze the grasses, they gain regeneration due to this intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem. Healing of wounds is by the parenchyma tissue, right? It is a permanent tissue, right? So it is a simple permanent tissue, right children? So here is the answer is C. I hope you all clear about this question, children. Let's see the next question. So what happens to meristematic cells once they lose ability to divide? They are asking when these meristematic cells lose ability to divide. We know that meristematic cells are actively dividing cells. When these cells ability to divide, what they become? They are asking when they ability to what they become. They are saying they die. No, they don't die. So here is the first option is wrong option. So coming to they become permanent tissue. Here is the right answer, children. Let's see another two options also. They develop into flowers. No, right? So they shrink and disappear. No. When the meristematic tissue, the cells ability to divide, they have the specific function. They become the permanent tissues, right? So they become the permanent tissues. Here is the answer is B. Right children? For the 8th question the answer is D, and for 9th question the answer is C, and the 10th question the answer is B. Okay children, I hope you all clear about these questions. So let's meet into the next session, children. So before I am winding up the class, I would like to announce very important news for you. Here we are starting the Foundation Summer Camp course, children. So in the next session we will dive into the topic of xylem types and all that in very clear way. Okay children. So if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. So Before I am winding up the class, I would like to tell you very important news. Here we are conducting the foundation summer camp course, children. It is a span of 15 days. In the first 10 days, we are going to, explain the core concepts of NEET and JEE examinations basics, children. For upcoming of 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th, what are the basics required for the, essential for the examinations of NEET and JEE we will provide. So foundation is very important, children. And then 2 days of activity based learning, then you will know about how it is happening, why it is happening, where it is happening and all that, right. And 13th day we are going to conduct the quiz, then you can analyze your performance before and after, how much you improved, how much your knowledge gains there, how much you boosted, you boosted up with, by the competition environment, you also boosted up your confidence, right. So coming to the 14th day, we are conducting the cumulative assessment of all subjects we are dealing with. So mainly we are discussing on, subjects of physics, chemistry, biology and mathematics. Coming to the 15th day, children, we are providing the career guidance program, mainly one-on-one interaction, children. Then you can know if you have a dream, you don't know how to achieve it. So if we don't know what kind of paths you have to take and what different paths are there, what kind of different exams are there to achieve those your goals, and some of you all don't know about different paths and different examinations conducted here, right. So we will explain everything in detail when the 15th day. So here it is, the 15th day is very important, children. This is how we planned the 15 days summer camp course, children. It is mainly up to the students of upcoming of 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th for both CBSE and SSC, children. And if you are, it is both offline also and online also. For offline people, you can happily come to our institute name called NEET World, present in Narayani, Hyderabad. Those who want to attend through online, children, down scrolling number is there, no. Otherwise here the numbers are there. So you can contact with that number. Then we will provide you we will give you access on our app name called MedWorld. So there you can happily learn, enjoy our classes and learn more information from us. So mainly one thing, children, the first 1 week classes are absolutely free. There is no need to point out to pay at least 1 rupee also. It is very useful for you. I hope you all clear about this information, children. So, and the most important is, children, so here it is our Telegram channel. So in this Telegram channel, you will, what are the benefits you will get? Daily we will provide the quizzes for the biology, chemistry, physics and mathematics, and also we will what are the live schedules you will get to know about there. Okay, and free resources, what are the free resources we are providing, you will get there in the Telegram channel. And mainly one-on-one doubt solving sessions will be there with the faculty, and we also there in the Telegram group. If you have any doubt, please let me know in the Telegram channel also, then we will solve all your doubts, children. This is about our Telegram channel. And we have already started the long-term courses for the BIPC and MPC student, children. Those who are appearing for the next NEET and MSET, if you are going through 11th class also, parallel you want to take coaching. So please let me know those candidates also. So here we are providing long-term courses with regular people, like if you are going to those colleges also, you can take coaching with us by online also if you are available, and if you want to come to offline also, we have hostel facility also, right, children. And also JEE for the MPC people, JEE, MSET also we are giving the coaching. So here it is a very good opportunity for you, utilize it. So both offline and online available is there. So if you want any demo classes, it is available on our YouTube channel. So this is about our institution, children. So for more such videos, please stay tuned the NEET World classes. So NEET World channel. So this is Narayani, I am signing off. Thank you.